Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another Total War Warhammer 2 guide. Today we are looking at the High Elf ranged units here. Like, you know, this is what High Elves, along with magic, ranged units are what High Elves are known for. They've got some of the best sort of basic archers in the game. So let's take a look what we've got here. So we have the standard archers unit, along with the archers with no light armour. And then we've got the Lothern Sea Guard and their brethren with shields. And finally, we've got the only piece of artillery in the High Elf army, which you only need one when you've got dragons and phoenixes and stuff. You've got the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. So let's have a look at the basic variety first, what you start off the game with. They're a very, very good basic archery unit. Pretty standard stats, but decent leadership. Ammunition 24, range 180, and missile damage 20. Armour piercing is only 3, so you need to be wary of that. Obviously the martial prowess and the hide in the wood sort of stuff. And then you've got the... so that's with the light armour. So if you wanted to go with the normal one, you lose 25 armour and 4 melee defence. To be honest, either or's fine. There's not that much of a difference in price. But you just get normal archers. You're not going to be... You don't want these guys in combat. They're not built for combat whatsoever. You know, so you just have them at the back shooting stuff. Everybody else can take damage and need armour and stuff. If these guys are involved in combat, it doesn't really matter anyway. So let's look on to the Lothern Sea Guard. So they are the sort of next upgraded unit. But they also have... These are multi-purpose. So as well as having bows, they've got halberds, which means they have the anti-large and the charge defence. If we look at the... so they're both units of 90. If we look at the normal guys... the Lothern Sea Guard, so these are the guys with light infantry. The Lothern Sea Guard have another 450 hit points, bonus to leadership, good chunk of bonus to melee defense, a little bit less range and 2 less shots, but that's not really noticeable. It's the same amount of damage. So this is for the more hybrid army. You've then obviously got the version with the shields, meaning if the other enemy's got lots of shooty stuff, then maybe shields is the way to go. I usually do... because they normally get shot at as well. It's like archer on archer battles. So I normally take the shields because they're worth it. But these are really good. If you're going to have a hybrid army, I don't usually play that style. I more so have like my main archery, normal archers with a couple of bolt throwers and some magic and stuff like that, and plenty of those archers, and then I'll have my front line will be more normal infantry guys. But I can totally see a tactic working where these basically are off to one side or as your normal part of your shooting line before the two lines meet, and then charging in with them afterwards, especially with that anti-large bonus. The good thing about this, especially in multiplayer, is having a very good missile unit that has an anti-large charge defense is really good because, let's see the breakdown here. What's the bonus? Bonus versus large of 16, because what can quite often happen is a unit of knights or something big or fly will get round the back and then attack your archers to wipe them out. And while the normal archers are going to get killed pretty quickly, these guys are going to be like, yeah, bring it on, cavalry. Let's have a go, shall we? They'll actually do some damage. They still might not survive it, but they're a lot more likely to do some damage against those things. So they're a bit more protective. I think, for me, normal archers are perfectly fine for the single-player campaign. The AI is not clever enough to do all sorts of advanced routing and charging round woods and coming up behind you and all that sort of stuff. Whereas in multiplayer, I could really see these having a use, because then even you can leave them a bit more exposed because you know that they can fight off, you know, some warhounds or some light cavalry or something like that. So a very good unit, and both worth their place in the army. And then finally, we've got the Eagle Claw Bolt Thrower. Nice thing about this, it's a really simple unit to use. It's got very good range. It's got a missile damage of 139, but you can switch between the big standard round, which is going after trolls and giants and big scary stuff, or even heroes, but it's not really worth using your ammo up on heroes. They're hard to hit anyway. So that's for armoured units. And then we've got the multi-shot round, which is amazing against standard infantry. Just fires a bunch of shots at a time, and it reloads pretty quick for an artillery. It's not too bad. They can get a lot of damage done. I usually have 3 or 4 of these units in my most armies before I even sort of get going. You know, loads of archers, loads of these. Basically kill half the army before it gets to me, and then charge in with my infantry afterwards. But they all have a valuable place. There's no rubbish units in this high elf missile units, so very much fun. Both fun to use. Let me know which is your favourite in the comments below. Check out all my other high elf and other army videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.